we heard that there is a really famous tree here in New Zealand. So we drove an hour outside of Queenstown to come check it out. I'm Sam and my husband is Nick, and we've been traveling the world bringing you along with us. And today we are in Wanaka, New Zealand, where we are checking out the famous New Zealand tree that is in the lake. You may have seen this tree in multiple postcards or anytime you Google New Zealand, so let's go check it out. Good evening and welcome to day one of our time here in New Zealand. We are campervanning New Zealand for the next 2 weeks and we're exploring all over the South and the North Island. But we are starting our time here in Wanaka, New Zealand, which sounds kind of random because I don't think most people would know about it. But it is famous for one specific reason. So let's go check it out and I'll give you more information about it then. I don't know if you see this behind me, but leading up to the tree is absolutely stunning. I feel like I'm in a Disney princess movie. I see the tree. I don't know if it's anticlimactic or if it's something really exciting, but it is really cool and really random. Let me show you. There's the tree. That's why you come out here. It's on every single postcard in New Zealand. So part of the main reason why we wanted to come here is because this tree and this specific view is really famous in New Zealand tourism. It's often used on magazine covers, postcards. Wanaka is a really geographically located, interesting area because it combines two different, the Southern Alps and a different mountain range. And apparently when we checked into our campsite, the person that was checking us in told us it rained all day. In fact, it rained 1.5 meters in one day. But we just arrived. It is 6:30 p.m. and it is so beautiful outside, beautiful cloudy skies, which I think make for even better photos. They call this tree that Wanaka Tree with a hashtag in front of it, or the Wanaka Willow. This tree is 70 years old and it's just a sideways facing willow tree. It's not always full of water year round. Sometimes during the drier seasons, you actually don't get to see it floating in water. So I feel so lucky that it was raining earlier today and we get this beautiful blue sky evening because it is full of water and it really does look like it's actually floating in the water.
Beginning of their spring, so the tree is just starting to blossom their leaves and whatnot. But if you come here probably in a month at the end of October, you will catch this tree at its optimal time. But there is still a lot of people here. It is pretty chilly. There's probably 30-40 people here taking photos, so you will definitely not be here alone, so don't expect that. But it is absolutely beautiful here. The backdrop of the mountains with the snow top and just it's like a postcard. Seriously, this whole country is like a postcard, but this specifically, I could see why it's on all the advertisements. So do you see this little town behind me? That's on the other side of the lake. So that is the town of Wanaka, and apparently it's a local destination town where people come here year round. In the winter they come here to ski because apparently it has some of the best skiing in the whole country, and they come here during the summer to just enjoy the outdoors because look at this lake. Don't you just want to like be out there hanging out? But we're going to close this video here for today because tomorrow we have to wake up early and drive to Milford Sound, which is a good distance away. And I have been looking going to Milford Sound since I booked this whole New Zealand trip. If you want to follow along, today is day 1 of our 12-day adventure here around New Zealand. So definitely hit that subscribe button. And thanks for sticking around with us today. We hope you enjoyed this video and we inspired you to come to Wanaka because it is absolutely beautiful. And until next time, we'll see you on the go. So this is a super popular town for New Zealanders, I guess is what they call them, but we are not, and I love this place, and I wish we could stay here longer.
Can you say this? It's the gateway to the Southern Alps Mount Aspiring National Park.
Wait, say that again?
The Alps Mount Aspiring National Park.
That's a lot of words.
Mount Aspiring National Park.
So apparently this is the gateway to the Alps of the South Aspiring National Park. There's a lot of words that I feel like I'm just...
Southern Alps.
Southern Alps.
Just say Southern Alps.
Okay.
Of New Zealand. New Zealand.
Okay.
Southern Alps.
And these mountains behind me are also in...
New Zealand's Southern Alps.
So Wanaka is also the gateway to New Zealand's Southern Alps. There are glaciers, beaches, wilderness,
Forests and alpine lakes.
there's beaches, glaciers, wilderness, alpine lakes, and forests.
Usually Nick does this part.